Hello and welcome to Forgotten Clubs of Wrexham, where today we'll be talking about a very important place in the history of Welsh football. It might not look like it today, but over 100 years ago now, this site would have been a hotbed of Welsh football. So I'm here at Wynnstay Park, which was once the home of Druids Football Club. So Druids Football Club were formed in 1872 as Druids Rovers. In 1874 they became Plasmaddoch, and in 1876 they finally settled on the name Druids. They first played at Plasmaddoch, so roughly over there. But in 1878, George Wally, who was the landowner, died, and Druids refused permission to carry on playing at Plasmaddoch. So the club folded in 1878, and then they reformed in 1879. They were given permission by Sir Watkin Williams Wynn to play at Wynnstay Park. So we're here now. The club have had three grounds in this location over a 40-year period. So when they were first moved to the park, they played on an area sort of just over there towards the caravan place, towards Aldi, and that was the James Farm site, but that wasn't suitable for football. So then they were given a pitch to play on by the Thompson family, who owned the ironworks. So the Thompson family had links to Druids, as David Thompson and George Thompson had founded the club in 1872. People think Llewellyn Kenrick formed the club, but it was actually the Thompson brothers, and Kenrick himself acknowledged this. But again, the pitch given by the Thompson family wasn't suitable. So in the end, they had a few other pitches in Rutland as well. One was at the field, the bypass not cut through it. But then eventually they came to Wynnstay Park, and the reports say that entrance to the park was gained via the Green Lodge, which is this building behind me here. So we're at the Green Lodge entrance now. So eventually, when they settled on the pitch at Wynnstay Park, it would have been in this area, which is immediately behind me. So they would have played here first, and then over here. So this is when they were at the period of dominance. So they reached 12, 13 Welsh Cup Finals, won 8 of them. So they were a powerhouse of Welsh football. They had numerous players played for Wales, and they played some big clubs in England as well at the time. So they played Bolton Wanderers here, they played Blackburn Olympic here, who were the first northern working class team to win the FA Cup. And this was during the 1880s and the 1890s. There was also a Welsh Cup Final played on this side behind us. This was in 1894 when Chirk played Westminster Rovers in the final. So eventually Druids played up here until around 1913, when the club temporarily sort of folded. They were in a bit of a decline anyway, but eventually the end came around by 1913, when the club eventually sort of disbanded. So there was no mention of the club again until 1923, when Rosa Medra had formed in 1919 after the First World War. So when Rosa Medra sort of assumed the name Rosa Medra Druids in around by 1922, and then in 1923 Rosa Medra Druids received permission off the FAW to formally take on the name Druids and adopted the club colours and the club history. In 1927 then Rosa Medra, the Druids merged with Akava United to create Druids United, and then in 1992 Druids United merged with Kevin Albion to form the modern day Kevin Druids. All this can be found in my book Origin of the Druids, available on Amazon. So yeah, if you're interested, it's on there. If you're also interested in Welsh football history in general, there is Forgotten Clubs of Wrexham, which is also available on Amazon. Yeah, thank you for watching.